There is a trembling in the earth tonight, a whisper among the stars. Do you hear it? Do you feel it? The sky is bending low to kiss the forehead of the faithful. The wind hums a song only the chosen can understand. The hour is now, the season is upon us. Stand, straighten your back, lift your head. God's voice is not found in the thunder alone, but in the stillness that follows. Listen, March 28th, 2025 is not just a day. It is a call, a summons to those anointed by fire, tested by storms and carried by grace. It is the echo of ancient prayers, the fulfillment of a promise whispered before time began. And so, my brothers, my sisters, my beloved, I ask you, will you rise? Faith is not for the feeble-hearted. It is a garment worn best by those who have known loss and still call themselves blessed. You were chosen not because of ease, but because of endurance. Ah, yes. The world will tell you that faith is a quiet thing, a delicate thing, a thing best kept pressed between the thin pages of a book, never troubled, never tested, never tossed into the storm. But I tell you this, true faith is not a whisper. It is a roaring wind. It does not shiver in the cold. It walks through fire with bare feet and an unbowed head. Faith does not shrink when the road turns rough. It stands. It stands when the ground quakes. It stands when the night is long. It stands when every voice around it says, give up. You see, faith is not for those who seek comfort above calling. Faith does not take root in shallow soil. No, it grows in the wilderness where water is scarce but heaven is near. It is planted in the hearts of those who have seen the sun disappear behind sorrow's heavy curtain and still believe in morning. Faith is for those who have buried dreams and yet dare to plant again. It is for the ones who have wept, the ones who have wondered, the ones who have walked through valleys where even their shadow abandoned them. And still they said, God is good. You were chosen, my beloved, not because life would be kind to you, but because you would be kind to life. Not because the path would be easy, but because your steps would be sure. The Lord does not call those who fear the fire. He calls those who will walk through it, who will gather the burning embers and shape them into a testimony. He calls those who will say, even here, even now, I trust. Oh, do you hear me? Can you feel it stirring in your bones? That small, unshakable thing inside you that refuses to bend to fear? That is faith. That is the mark of the chosen. It is not in how loudly you speak, but in how firmly you stand. It is not in the absence of doubt, but in the refusal to be led by it. The world may laugh at your belief. They may call you foolish. They may tell you that faith is nothing more than a wish, a soft thing for soft people. But tell me this, what is soft about standing when the wind howls? What is weak about believing when sight fails? What is foolish about trusting a God who has never once failed to keep his promise? I have seen faith move mountains. I have seen it break chains no man could break. I have seen it stretch across generations, holding together what the world tried to tear apart. And I have seen it in you, yes, you, sitting there with your quiet prayer, your hidden hopes, your weary hands still lifted in praise. I see the faith that has carried you this far, and I tell you, it will not fail you now. So stand, chosen one, stand in the face of fear. Stand when your legs shake. Stand when your voice trembles. Stand when the road is long and the sky is silent. Stand, not because it is easy, but because you were made to endure. Because faith is not for the feeble-hearted. Because you, beloved, were never meant to fall. The furnace was never meant to burn you, only to burn away what you no longer need. So let the fear melt. Let the doubt be turned to ash. Only gold remains in the hands of the refiner. Ah, fire, the great tester of all things. It does not ask questions. It does not hesitate. It does not compromise. Fire reveals, fire refines, fire separates the fleeting from the eternal, and you, beloved, have known its heat. You have stood in its glow and felt it creep toward your skin. You have watched it lick at the edges of your life, threatening to consume, to unravel, to leave nothing but ruin in its wake. And the world, with its trembling voice, has whispered in your ear, "Run!" But you did not run. You did not cower. You did not crumble beneath the weight of the flame. And do you know why? Because you were never meant to. Because what God has placed inside you is not wax that melts, not wood that burns to dust, but gold. Pure, untarnished, unbreakable. And gold, my dear, does not fear the fire. Gold is made by it. So do not curse the flame when it comes. Do not mistake refinement for ruin. Do not weep for what is burning, for if the fire has taken it, then it was never meant to stay. The Lord does not allow flames to touch the chosen unless there is something within them that must be revealed. He does not permit the heat unless he knows what is beneath it is stronger than the trial itself. The furnace does not destroy the gold, it draws out its brilliance. And so when the fire comes, and it will come, do not ask, "Why, Lord?" Instead ask, "What are you making of me?" Oh, there is a mystery in the fire, a holy work that only suffering can bring forth. The untested cannot know their strength. The unshaken cannot speak of endurance, and the unrefined cannot shine. But you, yes, you, have been chosen for more than survival. You were meant to shine. Do you remember the 3 men who walked into the furnace, bound and certain to perish? The world watched, expecting them to crumble, to fall, to be swallowed by the flame. But oh, how the Lord loves to confound the wisdom of men, for when they looked again, they saw 4 figures walking, unbound, untouched by the fire. And when those men stepped out of the furnace, not a hair on their heads was singed, not a thread on their garments was burned, not even the scent of smoke clung to their skin. So tell me, beloved, if your God could walk in the fire then, do you not believe he walks with you now? If the flames could not consume them, what makes you think they will consume you? You are not in the fire alone. You never have been. And when you come out, and you will come out, you will not carry the ashes of your pain. You will not wear the scars of what tried to break you. You will not smell of smoke. You will step out shining. So let the fire do its work. Let it burn away the fear, the doubt, the change you were never meant to carry. Let it refine you. Let it reveal the gold that has always been there. And when the world looks at you, radiant, unshaken, standing tall in the aftermath, they will ask, "How did you survive?" And you will smile, your head held high, and you will say, "I did not survive. I was made." The Lord does not place crowns upon the heads of those unwilling to bow. The humble shall be lifted, the meek shall inherit, and the weary shall find rest, but only if they do not give up the climb. Ah, a crown, a thing of glory, of honor, of promise fulfilled. But have you ever known a crown that was light? Have you ever seen one that did not press into the flesh, leaving its weight upon the brow of the one who bore it? No, beloved, a crown is not given without a cost. It is not laid upon the head of the idle, nor the one who stumbles and refuses to rise. A crown is not for the faint-hearted. It is for the ones who have walked through the valley and did not turn back. It is for the ones who have knelt in surrender but rose in strength. It is for those who know that the climb, oh, the climb, is the making of the crown. You see, people love the glory, but they do not love the journey. They love the throne, but not the wilderness that leads to it. They want the victory, but they do not want the battle. But hear me, and hear me well. The weight of the crown will break the neck of the unprepared. The burden of blessing will crush those who have not been tempered by trial. You must be made ready, not just for what you ask for, but for what is coming. And so the Lord allows the climb. He lets the road stretch long before you. He lets the mountain rise tall and unyielding. He lets the weight settle upon your shoulders, not to break you, but to strengthen you, not to punish, but to prepare. Every step is a lesson. Every trial is a tool. Every burden is shaping you into the one who can bear the crown without falling beneath its weight. Do you not remember Joseph? Oh, how grand the vision was, how bright the promise shone before him. But a dream does not place a crown upon the head. A journey does. And so the Lord led him down before he lifted him up, into the pit, into the prison, into the shadows where dreams seem to wither. But did he curse the journey? Did he despise the climb? No, beloved, he endured. And because he endured, the promise did not slip through his fingers when it came. And David, anointed long before he was enthroned. He did not wear the crown the day the oil touched his head. No, he was sent back to the fields, sent to fight giants, sent to flee from those who sought to steal his life. Before he could take his throne, his anointing was not the finish line. It was the beginning of the climb. And you, yes, you who have been waiting, you who have been weary, you who have cried out, Lord, when will my promise come? Do you not know? Do you not see you are on the climb? Every hardship, every heartbreak, every step through the valley is not a delay. It is a making. It is the Lord's hand upon you, shaping you into the one who can bear what is coming. For what good is a crown upon a bowed head? What good is a kingdom ruled by trembling hands? No, beloved, you must stand tall. You must endure. You must walk with steady feet and an unwavering heart. For the Lord does not crown the one who quits. But when the time comes, when the last step has been taken and the weight has not broken you but built you, he will lift you. And the crown will not feel heavy, for your neck will be strong. The throne will not feel too great, for your heart will be ready. And you will look back upon the climb and see that every stone, every trial, every long night and weary morning was not a delay, not a detour, but the very road that led you here. So climb, beloved, climb without fear, climb without despair, climb because the crown is waiting and it is meant for you. You are not here by accident. You are here because destiny has its eye upon you. Speak life where there is death. Speak hope where there is despair. March 28 is not just a day, it is a decree. Do you know who you are? Do you know the weight of the calling upon your life? You who have walked through shadows but did not let them claim you. You who have been wounded but did not let the wound turn to bitterness. You who have seen doors slammed shut, promises delayed, storms that came with no warning and no mercy, and yet still you rise. Still you stand. That is not an accident. That is not coincidence, not mere chance. That is purpose breathing in your bones. That is destiny pressing against your skin. That is the voice of the Almighty whispering, I have called you. And when God calls a people, he does not call them to silence. He does not call them to cower in the corners of the world, watching as darkness creeps over the land, as hope withers beneath the weight of despair. No, he calls them to speak, to declare, to stand in the middle of the storm and say, peace, be still, to walk into the valley of dry bones and say, live, to open their mouths when the world would rather they be silent and proclaim, the Lord is still God. But I know the fear that grips the tongue, the doubt that wraps its fingers around the throat of the chosen. Who am I to speak? Who am I to declare? Who am I to stand when others have fallen? And I tell you this, you are exactly who God has called for this hour. Not because you are the strongest, not because you are the loudest, not because you have never known failure. No, beloved, you are called because you have known the night and still believe in morning. You are called because you have seen death and still declare life. Do you not remember Moses, trembling before the burning bush, telling the Lord, I cannot speak? Do you not remember Jeremiah, a young man with shaking hands, saying, I am too young? But the Lord does not choose the already made. He makes the chosen ready. He does not need your eloquence, only your willingness. He does not need your perfection, only. And if he has placed his word in your mouth, then speak. If he has placed his fire in your bones, then let it burn. March 28 is not just a date on a calendar. It is a call, a moment when heaven leans low and the earth trembles in anticipation. It is the sound of chains breaking, of voices rising, of light piercing through the darkness. And you, yes, you, are meant to be part of it. You are meant to declare, to prophesy, to stand between heaven and earth and call forth the things unseen. For too long, the world has told the chosen to sit down, to be quiet, to wait until the time is right. But tell me, beloved, when has faith ever waited for permission? When has destiny ever knocked politely at the door? No, faith moves, destiny calls, and those who hear the call must answer. So speak, chosen one, speak in the face of opposition. Speak when your voice shakes. Speak when the world mocks, when they say, who do you think you are? Speak, not because you seek approval, but because you have been commanded. Speak, because your words carry weight. Speak, because God has placed something inside of you that must be released. And when the world hears you, when they hear you, they will not understand at first. They will look at you as they looked at the prophets of old, questioning, doubting, dismissing. But let them. Keep speaking. Keep declaring, for the Lord has spoken, and his word does not return void. You are not here by accident. You are here because destiny has its eye upon you. March 28 is not just a day, it is a decree. And you, my beloved, are the voice that will carry it forth. Victory is not promised to the one who begins, but to the one who endures. The race is long, the path is steep, and the night may fall heavy upon your shoulders, but you must not stop. You must not turn back. You must press on. Yes, the world will tell you that beginnings matter most, that the start of a thing is the measure of its success. But I have lived long enough to know that the world is often wrong. It is not the one who starts with fire in their eyes, but the one who finishes with faith in their bones who will taste the victory. It is not the swift, not the strong, not the ones who dazzle at the beginning of the race, but the ones who refuse to surrender even when their legs shake, even when their breath is ragged, even when every voice around them says, it is too much, it is too far, give up. But you are not made to quit. You were not fashioned for failure. You were not brought this far to turn back now. The God who began a work in you did not begin it in vain. He did not plant you so that the winds of hardship could uproot you. He did not call you so that fear could silence you. He did not bring you to the edge of breakthrough only for you to retreat. But I know the weight of the journey. I know how the road stretches long before you, how the trials press heavy against your spirit, how the enemy whispers in the dead of night, is it even worth it? But listen to me and listen well. The enemy does not waste his breath on the unthreatening. The thief does not break into empty houses. The storm does not rage unless it fears what stands in its way. You must endure, beloved. You must plant your feet firm in the soil of your faith and declare, I will not be moved. You must lift your head even when the sky is dark and say, the sun will rise again. You must keep walking, keep pressing, keep believing, because the promise is not for the one who merely desires. It is for the one who endures. And endurance, endurance is not a soft thing. It is not a gentle thing. It is a fire that refuses to go out. It is a tree that bends but does not break. It is a soldier that marches even when the battle rages on every side. And you, chosen one, are called to endure. Do you not remember Paul, shipwrecked and beaten, left for dead, and still proclaiming the goodness of God? Do you not remember Job, stripped of everything yet standing, still saying, though he slay me, yet will I trust him? Do you not remember Jesus, carrying the weight of a cross that was never his to bear, enduring, pressing, pushing forward, because he knew that beyond the suffering, beyond the agony, beyond the grave, there was glory? Do you hear me now? Do you feel it rising within you, that small, unshakable thing, that knowing, that quiet fire that says, I will not be broken. I will not turn back. I will endure. Because victory is not for the faint-hearted. It is not for those who quit at the first sign of struggle. It is not for those who grow weary and abandon the call when the night grows long. No, beloved, it is for those who endure. It is for those who trust even when they cannot see. It is for those who, though bruised, though battered, though pressed on every side, still whisper, I am not done yet. And you, my dear one, you are not done yet. There is still more to walk, still more to see, still more to become. So keep going, keep believing, keep pressing. The night may be long, but the morning is near. The journey may be hard, but the promise is sure. And when the race is run, when the last step is taken, when the victory is finally placed in your hands, you will look back and know it was always worth it. And so, beloved, as we stand on the edge of this moment, this sacred March 28th, 2025, let us not forget what we carry. We are not mere wanderers in the world, hoping for a glimpse of something more. No, we are chosen. We are called to speak, to endure, to rise, to shine. The journey may be long, the night may be dark, but we are the bearers of light, the carriers of promise. And with each step we take, we draw closer to the fulfillment of what was destined for us before the foundation of the world. Do not fear the fire, do not fear the climb, do not fear the waiting, for you are stronger than you know, braver than you've been told, and more equipped than you can see. You are not alone in this, and you are not without purpose. The Lord who has called you is with you, every step, every breath, every moment. He who began a good work in you will see it to completion. Now, as you move forward into your purpose, forward into your calling, forward into the victory that is already yours, remember this: you are a child of destiny, and your destiny is sure. Good luck, chosen one. May your steps be firm, your heart be strong, and your faith unshakable. You are ready. Go forth and claim what is yours.